Hi, Ann Novak here, career coach at the Career Center of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Today I want to walk you through applying for a job with Walgreens. So we will get started as soon as I take myself out of the picture. So as you can see, we are on the Walgreens website right now. And now we want to look for something that says jobs, careers, or join us. It is often either at the top, or since here we do not find it at the top, we will look at the bottom. Well, we find it right here under company information, and it says careers. So we go to careers, and here we are. We will accept all the cookies. And now we want to see what jobs we will find. We will look by location, which for us is Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And let's limit it to a 15-mile radius. And let's search and see which openings Walgreens has for us today. Okay, there are 27 results. We will apply for a customer service associate today, since we are not a pharmacy technician and we don't really feel qualified to be a shift lead yet. So let's check out the customer service associate. So here you see the location. So this one is on Airline Highway in Baton Rouge. Now, if we return back to our list, and if we were to click on the next one, this will likely be same job, but different location. Yes, now you see it's on Highland Road. Well, for us, either way works. So we will stay with this one on Highland Road. Now let's see, it gives us an overview of the job. You definitely want to look at that. No travel, entry level, and it is an hourly position. Here they tell you what you need to succeed and your responsibilities. So you definitely want to read all of that to see if you're qualified and if this is a job you want to do. In our case, that is the job we want to apply for. We hit on apply right here. So here we have the job description and the qualification requirements again. And down here we have apply to job, which is what we'll do. You will have to create an account, and we don't have an account yet. This is why we click here. If you already have a Walgreens account, you would sign in here with your email address and password. But we don't have one yet. In order to make one, we have to agree to the privacy policy, which you should read. We have, and we agree. Now we make our account. And when I say we and our, it is our trustee, Jane Q. Public, that will apply for this job. So her email is Jane Q. Public 1976@gmail.com. We are making up a password, and Walgreens gives you the parameters. So it has to be 8 to 25 characters, and it has to contain one of these special characters. We make a password, and since we have 2 green check marks, we know it complies with their parameters. Now we have to repeat that exact password. And now they want us to answer these security questions in case you forget your password. And we are going to make up the answers for Jane right now. Name of her first school will be first school. So obviously these are all fully made up. You, when you may do this, obviously will use the real answers as they pertain to you. Jane's favorite vacation spot is Destin, so that's what we will put in. And see a third one, and let's say her mother's maiden name is Maiden. Okay, now we can continue. Now we can start our application for customer service associate, and it tells you this should take 16 to 18 minutes. Let's get started. Are you a current employee of Walgreens? No, Jane is not. Now the contact information. She is Jane Public, and her address is ours here at the library, 7711 Goodwood Boulevard in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There we go. Zip code 70806. Phone number is 22. We have our contact info. Now they're asking for work experience. And now it gets a little tricky. If you read this, number one, it says adding your work history is optional. No, it is never optional. If you have work experience, you absolutely want to put it in here. And then it says if you uploaded a resume or CV. Well, it has not even given us the chance yet to upload it. So this is a little tricky with the Walgreens application. It will give you the chance to upload your resume later. I think this is about step 3 or 4. For the purpose of showing you, we will not go ahead and upload that resume, but we will follow the steps outlined here and manually enter all our information. We will click on add. And we will add work experience, which is also so fully fictional. So Jane has worked at Bayou Pharmacy, where she was a sales associate, and the start year was 2019. The end year was 2022. And this is her most recent work experience. Responsibility. Oh, and here you see this red asterisk. Any field that has a red asterisk, you have to fill out. Jane provided excellent customer service by helping customers choose products and answer their questions. She handled cash and card payments. She stocked shelves and monitored inventory. Done with this one. Now, this is not the only work experience she has, so we will add another one. Before Bayou Pharmacy, Jane worked at Albertsons as a cashier, and that was from 2017 to 2019. And her responsibility was checked out merchandise and took payments, answered customer questions. Done. These are the 2 work experiences that Jane has. And so we are done with the work experience section. Skills. Now, this does not have a red asterisk, but you can add skills if you want to, but you don't have to. Let's say customer service. Oh, and now you get a drop down. Let's say customer service, hospitality, retail e-commerce. Absolutely. Now we do add. What else? Money handling. It actually has no matches, but we can add it anyway. Then we do stocking shelves. No match, so we can add. So you see how this goes. We leave those 3 skills. Now we get to the education section. And again, if you upload a resume, that should be the education that was on your resume should be reflected here. Since we did not do this, we have to manually add it right here under add. Jane has a high school diploma from McKinley High School. Graduation year 2017. This is her most recent education. The major area of study for high school is always general studies, unless it was some specialized high school. The degree is a diploma, and the GPA is irrelevant and not required. So we hit done. Now, of course, if you have more education, you would add more education, such as college or any kind of specialized certificates. Jane does not have those, so we hit save and continue. Now, here we actually get the opportunity to upload the resume, something that had been alluded to previously. So if you have a resume, you can now upload it here. We choose not to, but if you have a good resume, you always want to upload it. So we do save and continue. Now there are a bunch of questions that you need to answer. This we actually have answered before. Are you a previous employee of Walgreens or subsidiaries? No. Are you bilingual? Jane is not. Jane is older than 16. She is older than 18, and she is older than 21. So she will answer yes to all of that. Is she a current student? No. Does she have a high school diploma? Yes. And she is not a college graduate. Now we have to fill out the availability to work, and we will click on this little arrow. Jane is pretty flexible. She can work morning, afternoon, and evening during the week. She does not want to work overnight, so we do not click that. And on the weekend, she can work mornings only. We do save and continue, and we will answer more questions. As you can see, we are only 40% done. Jane is authorized to work in the US as she was born here and is a US citizen. That also means she does not ever require sponsorship. Yes, she is willing to work flexible schedule. Does she have 6 months? Yes, in retail environment, she definitely does. And she is fluent in English, and she does not have prior work experience with Walgreens. Save and continue. Now, how did we find out about this opportunity? It is from their website, Walgreens website. Here we go. Of course, you choose the source where you found out about this job. Save and continue. Now we have to sign the EEO, acknowledge and sign EEO, Equal Employment Opportunity Information. To answer, we can choose our gender or we choose not to identify. Jane is female. The race and ethnicity, same thing. Here, Jane chooses not to identify. Save and continue. Now we are asked about veteran status. Jane is not a protected veteran. Save and continue. And now we are asked about disabilities. So this is a form that we need to fill out. Enter the name, Jane Public. Today's date. She does not have an employee ID since she does not yet work for Walgreens. Here's an explanation of why you're asked to complete this form. It is required. Here they explain what might be a disability. And now you can answer or you cannot wish to answer. Jane does not have a disability, so she will click no. Save and continue. Now the work opportunity tax credit. This is also something you will find at every online application that you fill out. So we will answer these questions. Save and continue. This you have to check that you're okay with them having your information. Honestly, if you're not okay with it, you cannot really proceed with the application. So it's almost a given that you will have to check it. And here are the questions. Okay, here it's just some explanation about why they ask you. Here you acknowledge. Oh, you can opt out of this survey. Interesting. Jane is okay in answering these questions because we want to show you what they are. Is she under 40? Yes, she is. Save and continue. Her date of birth is July 4th, 1996. Save and continue. Have you worked for this employer before? No, she has not. Is she currently unemployed? She is not. Okay, now they're asking you about public payments that you might have received. So you have to read these carefully and you have to answer these truthfully. The only reason that you even find them with all these applications is that there are certain federal programs where an employer might get reimbursed from the federal government for hiring certain groups of people. For example, people that were long-term unemployed or that have gotten certain supplemental payments. This is why they ask you the question. Jane has not received any of these payments, neither have her family members. She has not received food stamps. No, she has not. Neither has her family. Of course, you will answer this truthfully to your situation. She is not a veteran. She has not received any assistance. She's not on SSI. Okay, save and continue. Now we're getting really close to the end. Let's read through this. This is everything that we provided. This is the information we put in. So you want to read through this carefully to see that everything is correct. We are just kind of breezing through, but you want to look at it carefully. If everything is okay, you are now done. Well, almost done, as we will see. And you can send the application, which is what we will do. Let's see what happens. Okay, application complete. 100%. Excellent. We have submitted our application for customer service associate for Walgreens. However, we are not quite finished because there is an assessment associated with this application. So we now take the assessment. You click here. Without it, your application will not be processed. So you start right here and the assessment will come up. Takes a while. So yes, we're okay with the cookies. You have to click on see the entire notice, which is the privacy notice. So read it if you feel like it. However, you have to acknowledge it and have to agree. Otherwise, you cannot proceed. See, here's I have confirmed and read. Okay, without clicking this button, radio button, the next field will not become active. So you have to click it. So next, same thing again. You need to agree with the following responsibility that you're honestly answering the questions and so on. You have to agree. Again, you have to click this button and this activates the next button, which you have to click. Now the assessment starts. The assessment is for this job. It takes 20 minutes and we will start. Yep, we're about to complete it in English. That's what we want. Continue. So you want to read the instructions carefully. Then you click next. It is 29 questions in English. And next, here again are the instructions. And that it takes about 15 minutes to complete. And next. Here is the first question. We will not show you how we complete the assessment, because you need to complete the assessment with the answers that are true for you. Is show you right now how to complete this one question, and then you will be on your own. So the question is, people that know me would describe me as. So now you will read through these answers and click into the circle that most closely describes you. Okay, so we are done with the assessment and you see that it is loading and that is stop and asking you to wait before proceeding. Here we go. The assessment is completed. We do not have any assessments at this time, and we already know that we have submitted our application. We have to wait until they come back to us. We can check here in the candidate zone of our account, our dashboard. It should show us which jobs we have applied for, and sure enough it does. Here when I click on applications, it says 1. Here it says submitted applications. Excellent. That is the application we just did. It is submitted and everything looks fine. If you decide you completed it, but you really don't want to work for Walgreens anymore, you can actually withdraw this application. but we leave it as is for now. And we're finished with our Walgreens application. We wish you good luck with your job applications. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.